Good, we recording.
We goody, hoodie, you know?
It's BirdzTalk TV. You're now rocking with the best. We give you the facts with no shame. Wise and mills. Keep keeping it real. All damn day, every day.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, world? How y'all doing? I hope y'all had a good Tuesday today. You know, it was raining and cold.
That's right.
But at the end of the day, I hope y'all home with y'all loved ones and having a good time and had a good meal too.
That's right. I mean, you know, like I said, do good weather, bad weather is always a good day because you're still breathing.
Definitely.
That's
definitely.
right.
It is a blessing to still be breathing, man. But you know, today we're gonna spice it up a little bit.
Spice it up.
You know, I was getting a lot of questions today, like, you know, from different people. Put it like that. They want to know why good girls love bad boys.
Watch out now.
You know what I mean? It was
Watch out now.
I'm just saying, because this person came to me, and you know, I'm not gonna put his business out there like that. He was like, you know, man, look, he's like, Mills, I've been doing this girl so well, and it's like she always leave me and go to the dudes that ain't nothing, you know, dudes that's out there smoking weed, selling drugs. Why is that? So I told him, I was like, you know what? That is a good question. That is something I should talk about on the BirdzTalk, and to see what kind of, you know, what kind of answers I'm gonna get back from the audience tonight.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be pretty interesting. But I can tell you, there's a lot of reasons. Well, there's a few reasons why good girls like bad guys. And from what I saw before, from what I read before, is they like the bad guys because they're more adventurous and less predictable. That's what I heard.
That's what you heard?
Yeah, that's what I heard. I mean, I could be wrong, but you know, I think everybody. Well, okay, I have to speak from a woman's standpoint. I think women like that excitement, and if they're with a guy that's just like a yes man or a yes guy and don't really have anything for them to be challenged with, then that's where they run into problems.
What's up, Jacob? Yeah,
that's right.
Well, you know, I understand where you're coming from, but you know, you gotta look at that like this here too. Like, all right, a bad boy is only with you for what? Maybe a few years. Then
yeah, true.
He's gone. Then what happened after that?
Exactly. You know, that's where a lot of people or a lot of women make that mistake, is that, you know, they want to get that instant gratification. They want to have that feeling of being out there and adventurous. Maybe the guy likes to do crazy things, and, you know, and I think that's what it's all about. And I think a lot of it too is like an adrenaline rush, you know, for them, and a constant adrenaline rush, which, you know, it could be good, it could be bad at sometimes, but I think that's the real reason why, you know, good girls like to tend to gravitate more towards bad guys.
But this is what I'm saying though. Why not still be, you know, kind of rough looking, you know what I mean? You know, and have that image instead of without the dumbness, like without the stupid shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't got to go out there, you know, to sell drugs, or, you know what I mean? You ain't got to put that image on to make a girl like you. She's going to like you for you anyways, regardless.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Bad or good. But at the end of the day, you have to put some type of excitement in the relationship if you're with a woman. You know what I mean? Because don't nobody want, you know, somebody playing and come home and be like, hey, baby, well, go do this here. I need you to clean this up. All right, baby. Nah, they want that. Man, you got me messed up, man.
Yeah,
you better go do it yourself.
They want that thugalicious. You know they want the thugaliciousness.
But you still can be a gentleman at the same time.
Right.
You just threw her off. But that right there is like a type of excitement for that woman.
Exactly.
And she likes that. You know, me personally, I think all women like that a little bit.
Yeah,
not
they don't
just
want to be
crazy.
bored. They don't want to have that. They don't want to be bored to a point to where they feel like, you know, the relationship is not really, is just stagnant. They want to have a little bit of excitement, but then they also want that, you know, to kind of transition over to, okay, he's cool, he's responsible, you know, but you can't have both.
Yeah, definitely. Because guess what? You do something real stupid, you guess where you're going to be? Locked up or dead. You know what I mean? So, listen, if you don't like me, guess what? Keep it pushing.
Look at this. Look at this one. I like a man that cleans.
That cleans. Well, All men, I think all men do clean.
Boy. Well, yeah, I mean, I think we would have to definitely get a census report on that to see how many men will actually clean up their own mess or just be cleaning, you know?
Well, you better believe it. He's staying by himself. He's going to clean up for himself.
Yeah, you know. But another reason why, you know, I think a lot of women, you know, especially the ones that are, I'm not going to say that there's, you know, I don't want to distinguish between successful women or non-successful women, but I think women in general think that they can change that bad boy. You know, I think that they feel they can mold him into how they want him to be, because women, they want a good guy and a bad guy all in one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if they can somehow mold that good guy or the bad guy into that good guy, and then take some of the good guy stuff and mold them in, that's what they really want. But that just won't happen. That the chemistry or the reality of it is really not there.
Well, you know, me personally, I'm just saying, I used to be a bad boy, but guess what? When they took my black ass and gone, I was gone for a few. Them same girls that liked me, where they was at?
They was gone.
And they was gone. So
gone,
you know,
with the wind, like that Western. Gone with the wind.
So now I sat there to myself and I said, you know what? I ain't gotta be that person no more. Mm-hmm. I can still, you know, look rough and, you know, protect myself when it needs to be done now.
Right.
But I ain't gotta portray this image like, you know, I still want to be a gangster or a thug.
True.
I can just be me. And if a woman don't like me for me, guess what? I know somebody else will.
Exactly. I mean, you know, like I said, it's definitely confusing to me personally. I really don't. I mean, if a guy is able to provide for you, able to cook, you know, they have a lot of good guys out there that can cook, can provide, that, you know, want a family, you know, the whole 9 yards, you know, and a lot of the times women kind of, you know, play themselves because they're steadily looking at that bad boy. They want that guy that's going to get out there, you know, and just be all crazy, you know, just do crazy things. But, you know, you have to look, I think a lot of women, they don't look far enough down the road to see exactly where that person or the individual that's doing, you know, the good guy that's doing all these things can take you, you know. That's a life right there, you know. You can take it to another level, you know, when you hook up with somebody that has those morals and those values instilled in them, you know. But
you know what though? You ain't got, like, see,
there it is.
They see
there it is. What's up, Jermaine?
As soft.
You know
what I mean? But listen. When somebody look at me, they don't look at me as soft. You know what I mean? Because
right.
It's how you carry yourself as
Definitely
a man. Is how you carry yourself. You don't have to be, you know, pants all the way down to your ass. Right. Sagging. You know what I mean? Sagging, or you ain't gotta be the loudest person in the room to let everybody know that you'll do something.
That's right.
It's just how you carry yourself. You still can have that bad boy image and still get the woman that you want.
That is
correct.
What I
mean? You don't have to like try to pretend to be somebody else that you're not. Because once you start doing that, then you're going to have to start living that lifestyle that you never lived before. And when something serious happens, guess what's going to happen? You don't know how to deal with it. You're going to be lost. So it's just to say, like, stop chasing what you're not and just be you. Because guess what? When it comes down to it, a woman going to love you for you. Regardless. Exactly.
Regardless of the situation, regardless of what's going on, at that point in time, they're going to value and love you for you. And Jermaine, you do got a point there. Women, they want the prefabricated life. They don't want to build with a man, with a man in today's society. And you know that does have a lot to do. I mean, you have to kind of go back to when, you know, the women are growing into, an adult. You know, there's a lot of things out there that portray, there's a lot of things out there that portray how a man is supposed to be, what to look for in a man. Because if you use this as an example, you know, a lot of fathers, you know, they have expectations, you know, and then the same expectations that were brought up on us growing up, those are the same expectations they put on their daughter to say, hey, this is the type of man I want you to look for. Yeah. He needs to be responsible. He needs to make money. You know what I'm saying? So those are the two things that always come up in a conversation when a young man is courting another man's daughter. You feel me?
But guess what? Them the same people that listen to what their parents saying. them be the same people that have a miserable life, marriage
right.
not good,
Exactly.
steady divorce.
That's right.
Because they was told something false. No, do what you feel makes you happy. Don't do something that makes somebody else happy.
Exactly.
Because you're not living your life.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You living for somebody else now. You know what I mean? If I want to be with somebody that makes me happy, that's who I'm going to be with. It don't matter if they got money. It don't matter if they poor. It don't matter how they look. It matters how I feel with that person.
And see, that's the thing. That's the other thing that has to be brought front and center is that, you know, it has to start from the beginning. Okay, when a child is born or when a female is born, and then there's a father figure there, and he, you know, you have to. It has to be put out there like, hey, you know, be with the person, be with that person because they love you. You know, you can't start adding all these things. Well, you need to look for a man that has a lot of money. You need to look for a man that's a lawyer or a doctor. You need, you know, so when you start doing that, you make her have these real unrealistic outlook on life. And then instead of when she goes to see this guy, you know, it's like, okay, he's boring.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So instead of saying, you know, be with somebody that's going to make you happy and, you know, you guys build a life together, you know, that's more along the lines, I think, the way it should be. And then bad boy or good guy, bad boy or good boy or whatever, you know, that female or that, you know, she'll be able to distinguish, okay, I want to be with this bad boy. And then, you know, it could go either way.
Yeah. And what I want to say with that, like, you know, these parents that keep pushing their kids to, hey, be with a doctor or be with a lawyer. But guess what? Hey, he might cheat or she might end up cheating because, you know what? They have nothing in common. You know what I mean? So, like, when you try to pressure your kids into living the way you want them to live, they're going to start veering off somewhere else. You know what I mean? Like, when you always, like when you young and your mom used to tell you, you better not go in that cookie jar.
Exactly.
What you do? You still go in that goddamn cookie jar.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So, hey, you're going to do what you want to do at the end of the day, but just be happy. You know what I mean? You don't got to look for a bad boy to make you happy. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying just be with the person that makes you happy and make you feel good.
That's right. And, you know, like I said, it's all about life. It's all about living freely and comfortably. Because, you know, when you engage or when you know, get with somebody that, you know, you don't want to be with, there's a lot of, you know, there's going to be a lot of regrets, and you never really want to have those posed, you know, or be brought to and forward, you know, forward. You want to be happy, not sad.
Yeah, exactly. And I definitely agree with that, man. Because I went to the mall, right, and I'll kid you not, I don't know if they just started dating or what, but when I tell you they was happy, I'm talking about holding hands, squeezing butts. You know, they was happy, man. You know what I mean? So it's like they didn't care what was around them. Right. They was just showing their affection, and it wasn't just all about showing affection. They was like joking with each other. Like you can see that they was like one with each other.
Exactly. And you can always, you know, see a couple when you see them walking. You can really see if that person is engaged in the other person. It's really easy to spot. And you can always see when somebody else is not feeling a certain way towards that person. It's easy to spot, you know? Yeah,
it's definitely easy to spot, man. Come on, man. We walk around every day and we see, oh, yeah, they're not happy. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm finna go over here, honey. All right.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So
it's crazy. It's really crazy, you know. Like I said, I believe we all live. You ever heard of the saying 6 degrees of separation? We all are related in some way, somehow, or we know somebody, you know, that the other person knows, you know. So it's we're all one if you really look at it. So all this, you know, dating bad guys, good guys. I mean, we're all one. If you look at it like that, and you go along that path, you'll be happy. It won't be a bad guy or good guy. It will just be the person that you want to be with. Yeah. There'll be no good guy or bad guy in between that.
Well, you can, you know, the guys that's good guys, you ain't got to be a bad guy. Just, you know, you can dress like a bad boy. You can have that bad boy look, but, you know what I mean? Be exciting. Right. Like, don't be boring. Try to put some excitement
exactly.
in that.
And that's what it's all about at the end of the day, really.
That's it. That's it.
Well, we're going to jump over to another topic, hot and heavy topic here. And we're going to be talking about the HIV cure. Okay. This was something that recently came up in London.
So you're telling me they got a cure?
They got a cure. That's what they say. They got a cure.
I don't believe it.
So apparently it's from a individual that was well, actually, it's a rare genetic mutation known as CCR5-delta. So basically, they took the bone marrow out of an individual that was actually able to kill the virus.
That had the virus.
That had the virus, and they took his bone marrow, and it was able to cure or kill the AIDS virus. So, and this is something that is, like I say, this is recent. This is within the last couple of days. Actually, this article that I'm looking at here, just briefly looking at, came out on today. So they were talking about it today. So it's a second person that they know of that has actually been cured. So that's what they're saying, that, you know, there was another individual a few years back that had pneumonia and had other, you know, sicknesses, and
what the pills going for? That's what I want to know.
The pills are very expensive. I know that the pills they used for treating AIDS patients it's a very expensive treatment plan that they're on.
Millions and millions of dollars, right?
It's a lot of money for these pharmaceutical companies. I'm telling you, it's a lot of money. So
that means that's basically mean no help for the poor.
No, well, that does, because like I say, it's all about money when you really look at it. When it comes to AIDS, if you don't have the funding, or if you don't have the finances to, you know, to beat the disease or to take care of yourself on that, then that's going to pose a problem for you. Yeah, you know, you're going to end up, you know, Medicaid and all that Medicare is not going to help you at all.
The only way to beat AIDS is strap the hell up.
That's right.
That's it, man.
That's
Just
right.
strap up. You don't know this girl from a can of paint. Strap up.
And that is the true way to beat it. That is the true way to beat it. But, you know, like I said, the AIDS has been around for a long time. They say the first documented case was, I think, back in 1950 in the Congo. They said in Africa, an individual, they don't know how he got it. I think they said they believe he was bitten by a chimpanzee. That's what they say.
Well, AIDS, I believe AIDS was a man-made disease.
And a lot of people feel the same way. They feel that the AIDS virus or HIV was implanted or put into certain populations to, you know, to see what happens. It was first like an experimental thing, you know, to say, okay, let's see what this AIDS is going to do in this part of the world, you know? Yeah. So it's very...
It's definitely a man-made disease, man. Like, come on, now you got a cure for it. Come on, it was just a control. It was a control population virus. That's all that was. The control of population. Because I ain't gonna get in too deep with it, because, you know, I don't want to sound one-sided. But hey, it is what it is. You know what I mean? If they do have a cure for AIDS, I'm happy for them. But the point is, are they going to be able to help the people that is not fortunate to buy it?
That's right. You know, and that's another thing, you know, once and a lot of the pharmaceutical companies, there's a lot of people out there that are making millions and millions of dollars off of this, you know, off of this HIV, AIDS, and so forth. A lot of diseases, they're making a lot of money. Yeah. And if there's a cure, then that's going to be a problem for the pharmaceutical companies. That's going to be a problem in the medical field, because the less sick people there are, the less people are going to have to come into, you know, insurance and all that. So they're going to lose a lot of money. They're going to lose a lot of money.
They definitely. But you know what, though? What I think is that they're not going to make it a way to, you know, is affordable for people.
Right.
Because we already getting overpopulated.
Exactly.
So they want to try to keep that, you know, down. You know what I mean? Exactly. So it's always tricks and... It's bullshit. To me, it's bullshit. I'm just going to call it how I see it. It's bullshit.
Right.
You know what I mean? I know that the people that's out there, you know, they did it, whatever. Okay, fine. They got it. But, hey, we all human beings. If y'all so care about the human race, why not help the people that's not fortunate to buy the AIDS?
Exactly.
The AIDS cure. You know what I mean? So, I'm just saying, come on, man.
Keep it real.
Keep it real.
Keep it 100.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, and like I said, let me see. We have another Elo King.
He said HIV definitely man-made.
Yep.
And
they, you know, there's no real proof of where it came from. They say, like I said, they say it came from Africa, but there's no real proof as to where it came from. I know that it was brought to light in the 1980s, like the early 1980s, and you know, they said a lot of men started coming in complaining of pneumonia and these unusual sicknesses and stuff like that. So it was definitely something that just all of a sudden came up? Because I mean, when I was coming up, I didn't hear anything about this. This is something that just kind of surprised everybody and hit everybody with, you know, like they didn't even see it coming.
Yeah, it just came out of nowhere. Bum.
Yep.
AIDS,
And that was
HIV. That's what it is. It came from Africa, from a chimpanzee.
Yep.
Man, it's just a whole bunch of crock of shit, man. That thing is man-made. Listen,
Man-made.
name any other disease that a man can cure right now that's not man-made.
Exactly, and you probably can't name it.
You probably can't name it. You know what I mean?
Well, I can tell you guys one thing. I can tell you, if you want to do a little bit more research on this, there's a lot of articles out there. There's a lot of, you know, people have their opinion on it and so forth. My thing to you is, if you really want to know about the disease, do your research. I'll give you one patent, okay? And this is a patent that was put together way back in 1996. It was filed back in 1996 by a company called Antelman Technologies. So basically, it's United States Patent 5676977. Okay, all you gotta do is Google that. I'll put it in the description box below, and you can read about it. And basically, they said that they were able to cure AIDS with injecting silver, okay, into the virus. Okay, so
what do you mean silver?
Well, it's
sterling.
Oh no. Okay, so basically, I read here. It says it's a device. A molecular crystal contains two mono and true trivalent silver ions capable of firing electrons capable of electrocuting the AIDS virus. So basically, these ions would electrocute the AIDS virus. That's what it's saying right here, man. I'm not making it up.
No, I see it. I see what it's saying. But it sounds like a crock of crap.
It's crazy. It sounds good. But there's videos on it too, where the individual, the person that actually was speaking on it was a doctor, and he had AIDS.
Yeah.
And I don't remember his name. You'll have to read the article on this. And I think his name is right here, Marvin Antelman. But anyway, he had the virus and he injected it in. It's a serum. It's not like a you get. It's an actual serum that they inject in you, and it kills the virus. So he's talked heavily about it, and like I said, the article goes into great detail. Also has other patent documents attached to it. So I mean, it's a good read if you want to sit there and read it and see all the studies that they did on it. Yeah. Definitely would recommend doing that.
Well, hey man, big up if they did find a cure for AIDS, man. Big up to them. But
big up for the cure.
You know what I mean? When they start talking about silver and all that, they threw me for a loop just then.
Like, oh, I got a little silver bracelet on now. Well, I'm cured. Let me go get me 5 more bracelets around my neck and get rid of this here HIV and cancer.
But listen, y'all, all joking aside, man, the only way to cure AIDS is to protect yourself.
That's right.
You know what I mean? I know y'all might find somebody that y'all truly love, but you actually got to sit there and know that person before you start, thinking about not using a rubber. You know what I mean? She might tell you one thing and
exactly
it might be something different, or he might tell you one thing and it might be something different.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Just take your time. I'm not saying that, be celibate or wait to get married. I'm not saying all that. You know what I mean? But I'm saying is protect yourself, because your life matters.
That's right.
Nobody's going to care but you.
Exactly.
So if you don't care about yourself, that other person ain't going to care about you.
Exactly.
Either. So love yourself and protect yourself.
That's right. You heard it from Mills himself, man. You gotta take care of yourself, because ain't nobody going to do it for you. All right. And and there are programs out there you can go to and find out about it. You have to educate yourself on it, because it's still out there. It's not something that is gone and eliminated from the planet. It's still out there. You still can get sick from it, and you have to do your homework. Ask your mom and dad if you're a teenager or young person, and they have a lot of programs out there. So definitely don't take your life and play Russian roulette with it, man. Get the information so that you could be educated on it.
Definitely. Do you have anything to tell these fine people before we head out?
Not much, man. Like I said, we're really getting into the BirdzTalk TV, our love for the people.
Definitely. And
we more to come. We always say more to come. We continue to give you guys the videos, and I hope you guys are enjoying it and taking everything that we say in.
Wait till the end of this month. when we post something for y'all.
That's right. Wait till the end of the month. It's really going to you know, define exactly the direction that we're going into.
Definitely.
You guys will really enjoy this one.
Definitely, I'm really gonna enjoy this one. Well, you know, like I always say to everybody before I leave,
oh boy,
772, what I do,
that's right.
and all my Haitian out there, bonne nuit, not bon encore. Hey, but for real, serious tip though, I love all of y'all. Thank y'all for watching the show.
That's right.
Definitely means a lot to us.
That's
if
right.
you was watching this show, please hit the like button.
Hit that like button.
Share it with your friends. You know what I mean? Show us some love back.
That's
We're
right.
always gonna show y'all love.
Hit
Trust
us
me.
up.
Hit us up and let us know how you feel. Peace.
All right, we'll see you guys on the other side, man. Peace, love, and harmony in 2009 and beyond. Stay tuned. We have more to come.
BirdzTalk TV, keeping it 100. No lie. No matter what the topic.
You heard.
All right, we out, y'all. Take
Peace.
care. Have a good night.
Good night.